And a pleasant good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Britain Sports Network. Jim Bellamy and Jim Funderburg pleased to join you this evening for some MIAA volleyball action as the Britons host the Alma Scots. And, Jim, this should be a fun matchup between two pretty darn good squads.
Well, it should be a really good matchup, I would think, today, Jim. This Alma team comes in after playing Calvin twice, back-to-back. One time to count, one time it didn't count, but, got beat at Calvin 3-1 and then lost 3-0 at their place on the second go-around. But the one that counted was the 3-1, and that was a pretty doggone good set right there.
And when you look at the way teams have fared against Calvin so far this season, winning a set against the Knights is no easy task. So the fact that they lost 3-1 is very noticeable.
It really is, and you have to give them kudos for that. It's never easy to go to Calvin or Hope. Well, heck, it's never easy to go to anybody else's gym and play against them. But when you have a nationally top 20 ranked volleyball program that is really getting some momentum going right at this point in time, for the Scots, the Lady Scots, to go in there and play as well as what they did. Kudos to them, and this should be a good one. And obviously tonight, Albion, they'd like to be able to turn something around too, because they had a difficult time with that same team.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's kind of been par for the course so far as we take a quick look at the MIAA volleyball standings. Calvin and Hope are atop, both perfect on the season, 3-0 in the conference. Calvin with that extra win, 4-0 overall. Albion sits in technically tie for, or actually they sit in third place with a tie for first at 3-1 overall, 3-1 in the conference. And you have Trine, who played a couple of non-conference matchups previously, so they're 6-1 overall, but just 2-1 in the conference. And there sits Alma, 1-2 and 1-3. But again, don't sleep on the Scots tonight. Getting that one set against Calvin, that was a near Herculean task because, again, everybody has struggled against the nationally ranked Calvin Knights.
Yeah, no doubt. Now, kind of interesting with both of these volleyball teams here tonight, all of the sets have been either 3-0 or 3-1 against the teams that they've played. The Britons beat Kalamazoo 3-0. They won over Adrian 3-1. They beat Olivet 3-0 and then lost to Calvin 3-0. And then on the other side, obviously, Alma lost to Hope 3-0, Olivet 3-0, or beat Olivet 3-0, and then lost to Calvin 3-1 and 3-0. So I would have to believe that these two teams pretty evenly matched. This could be one that could go to 5 tonight.
Yeah, it absolutely could, and these are a couple of tough squads. As you see, Calvin was ranked number 14 when they played the Britons, handed them their first and only loss on the season. That first set, very competitive, a 25-21 edge for Calvin. And then Calvin really kind of pulled away in the second two sets, 25-15 and 25-19. I agree with you, though, that tonight has kind of the makings of a 4 or 5 set matchup. I think despite the record, a 2-game edge for the Brits, these two teams you're going to find are, on paper, I think pretty evenly matched. And I think it's going to be an excellent contest tonight, so we're happy that you joined us. Let's take a look at some upcoming schedules for both of these squads, recent schedules and upcoming. Jim, you mentioned the Brits at Olivet winning 3-0 and then at Calvin losing 3-0. They'll finish the season with 3 roadies, and they also play a duplicate matchup against Trine, one of those not counting in the conference standings.
Yeah, and I'm not sure whether that is the one. Is that the one we're going to do on that last Friday night on the 16th, I believe?
Sounds right. Yep.
And so, again, you have to go to St. Mary's, you have to go to Hope, you have to go to Trine. Gosh, those are 3 tough road trips.
Yeah, you're playing really the finest in the conference right there, and it seems like it's that way pretty much in every women's sport in the MIAA. It's Albion, it's Trine, and it's Hope. And in volleyball, you certainly add Calvin in there. Calvin, just a tremendous, tremendous squad. For the Scots, they are hosting for the most part for the remainder of the season after tonight. They lost that 3-1 matchup at Calvin that counted in the conference standings, and they were swept 3-0 in the non-conference matchup a few days later. The game tonight, of course, against Albion on the road. Then they'll go home to Trine and Kalamazoo before they wrap up their season against Adrian College. So, Jim, that's I'm not going to say that's an easier schedule than what the Brits have because Trine is obviously going to pose a sincere problem for them. But, if they're able to get tonight's victory, they are capable of going on a little bit of a run to end this season.
Oh, I would think so, and I would have to say it is a bit of an easier schedule. First of all, you've eliminated Hope, you've eliminated Calvin, you've eliminated Albion, top 3 teams in the conference that you're going to play against, and then the other side of it is you get to go home, and you play
Nothing
home
wrong with that.
With Trine, you play home with Kalamazoo, and then you wrap everything up at a very tough Adrian Bulldogs home floor at that point in time. But yeah, I would think that between the two of them, Alma has maybe a slightly easier schedule and an easier way out to end the season.
Some MIAA schedule updates for you. It's going to be a jam-packed night this evening. As the game you're watching here, Alma will take on Albion. That's a 6:30 first serve. Hope travels to Adrian for a 6:30 first serve. Then you see Kalamazoo at Olivet and Calvin at Trine. Those will both start at approximately 7 p.m. And we want to recommend for all the score updates in the conference standings for the conference games tonight, not counting the one you have here, you can go to miaa.org. And, of course, for all of your Albion College information, sports information, go to gobrits.com. And, Ken, we are inviting people to send us an email tonight. And the email address is in your upper left corner of your screen. Jim, how can folks get a hold of us?
Webcast at albion.edu. Give us a shout. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know who you're rooting for tonight. Let us know anything that's on your mind, where you're at tonight. Most nights, especially when you're doing volleyball games, you can get into some nasty weather at times. And so when you start to see people who are tuning in from Florida and California and Arizona, they have wonderful weather. Well, today, doggone it, right here in the old Midwest, it was darn near perfect. Almost 80 degrees, sunshiny, and just beautiful. So if you're in Scottsdale, Arizona, or in Port Lucie, Florida, you ain't got nothing on us here today, is what I'm saying.
My mother lives in Tucson, Arizona, and she sent me a message earlier and said 79 degrees this time of year, you're better than we are right now. So
yeah,
take that, Mom. Take that,
go.
Mom. And again, Jim Bellamy and Jim Funderburg here on the Britain Sports Network. Let's take a quick look at the two teams at a glance. Albion is 3-1 overall, including 2-0 at home this season. Their per set average is 12.31 kills, just over 11 assists, about 1.3 blocks a set, and almost 2.5 serving aces along with 15 digs. Current hitting percentage is .236, so it dropped slightly from earlier this season. Chloe Weber now leads the team in kills with 48. Kate Winter has 43. And Olivia Alexander has 30. Winter also has 109 total attacks to lead the team. And, Jim, that kind of surprised me when I went through and did the stats. I'm looking, usually Kate Winter is the name that is synonymous with kills in this team, but Chloe Weber all of a sudden now has a few more, and she's become another dominant force for the Brits.
You know, that's the neat thing about this team. I think they're maturing, and they're finding new players to fit in. And that's what you have to do because, again, this is one of those strange seasons. At the end of this, we lose some seniors. So if you've got a senior next to your name on the roster right now for either one of these teams, once we do complete this season, which is going to be the 20th to the 24th of April is the MIAA Conference Tournament, then anybody that's got a senior next to their name will be moving on with whatever their career might be. And I looked up some of the majors for some of these young ladies here tonight, and we'll kind of throw those in here tonight as well, because we do forget doing the ball games that the reason they're at Alma or the reason that they're at Albion is to get a degree and move on and be successful after college.
You're absolutely right. Students first, athletes second, but focused 100% of the time.
No doubt about that.
Taking a quick look at Alma at a glance, they're 1-3 overall this season, 0-2 away from home this season. They get about 9 kills a set, almost 8 assists, 1.4 blocks, and just over 1 serving ace per set. They get about 12 digs, so they're not really a service ace threat. And, Jim, the team hitting percentage is below 100 at a .098, so that's kind of tough for a team to really sustain. If you want to go on a run and put a team like the Brits away, you're going to have to play a lot better tonight with hitting percentage.
Oh, no doubt about that. Well, we saw that the last time we played this. As long as the Britons' percentage continued to climb as the night went on, their success got better. And the first set, I think the last time we did that ball game, I think it was Adrian, it was a situation where Adrian was hitting better than we were early, so they won the opening set, and then the Brits all of a sudden start to get better. Adrian kind of stalled out, and at that point in time, it was a 3-1 final.
And Jim, we have our first email of the night from Olivia Alexander.
There you go.
Recovering, says, good luck to my girls tonight. Wish I was there with you guys. Love y'all. Olivia, we wish you were there as well. Definitely an important part of the team, and can't wait to have you back on the floor.
Well, and a neat thing with Olivia, she's only a freshman, so you have a situation now where there's plenty of time ahead of her. It's when you start to look at some of the seniors on the team, like Grace Van Dorn, and some of the other seniors here. In fact, there's not many of them on here. Cameron Haley is a senior on this squad as well, and Kate Wintert also a senior. So those three young ladies will be wrapping up their senior season and their career at Albion. And it's just really nice to be able to have a season like this. I'm so happy that the MIAA and all the athletic directors and all the coaches around the conference were able to get together and salvage what has been really a pretty doggone good volleyball season when you took out all of the non-conference. But when you do get a chance to play in the MIAA, like we say with everything else, the MIAA in any sport is about as good D3 as you're going to find around the country.
Absolutely. And it looks like we are getting ready for first serve set number 1. Again, it's Alma on the road at Albion tonight on the Britain Sports Network, and you can send us an email at webcast@albion.edu. Let us know where you're watching, who you're rooting for, and we'll do our best to say hello to you as time permits on the air. Not taking any requests tonight, though.
No, well, we don't have a turntable or anything around here, or we would play some, some old 45s for you, but we can't do that tonight. And Kenny is not much of a singer, so we're not going to get Ken to do any background singing.
No, he said he doesn't do that much anymore.
He used to be, back in the 80s with the big hairband days.
Star of stage and screen.
Yes, he was.
Again, we're waiting on first serve here. And if this is your first time tuning in to this season's volleyball action, spring volleyball here on the Britain Sports Network, we do not have ambient sound from the gymnasium. So the feed that we get is the feed sound and picture that you are watching right now. So unfortunately, no sound, but we get first service for the Brits. Good job by both squads so far. Playing defense, nobody too aggressive yet. Until there. Kate Winter with the big put away, the big lefty going near side. Jim, watch for this cross-court kill.
I'm telling you what, and look at the set there. What a beautiful spot there in the air for Kate to go up and knock that home.
So Britain's on serve up 1-0. Here's Winter again. This one gets blocked, and that'll be a point to the Scots.
I think that's Mikowski that had that block right there. Right down on the bottom. No, it actually was Mackenzie Smith.
And Jim, I kind of like that at the end of that play, a little bit of that Mutombo finger wag there. I like that. Like the moxie.
Well, you got to believe this is a game that both these teams know they can win, and both these teams know they cannot win if they don't play their best.
There's the Brits. Hepner on the kill. Makes it 2-1. Britain's on serve. I believe that's Palmer back to serve. And they're unable to get that one back over. So that'll make it 3-1. You see that one goes into the net.
It's a little bit, I don't know if she's getting that one over anyway. They're pretty nice wall standing there waiting on that one to be returned.
So it's Nicholson on the serve, and that serve goes out. Scott's back on serve. Good serve, good low trajectory. Good get right there on the set. Got to get this one over. Nobody blocking. And that one looked like that clipped the end line right there. So the Scots continue to be on serve. 3 apiece here early in set number 1. Scots on the attack. And they get the kill. Good job from the far side right there by the Scots.
Set it up to the backside, and I think the Brits were looking for that one to be set in front. Nice job there to set up that easy kill.
Good serve way towards the side there. Brits have to get it over to scramble. And Scots are playing with a lot of confidence right now, Jim.
Haley Novak with that one, that put away right there. And again, a nice little spot. Novak was able to find that little crease and knocked it right to the floor.
Scots continue on serve, up now 5-3. Brits once again scrambling. Getting it over, but barely. Another kill. This one by Marley, it looked like, coming from the near side.
As we talked about in hitting percentage earlier there, Jim, the Brits hitting at $1.25 right now compared to $2.50 for Alma.
Service ace to the near side. That was Mikulski. And we get a timeout on the floor. 7-3, the Scots lead early. They look dominant so far.
No, they do. Well, 12 attacks to 8 for Albion here early, 4 kills to 2. Attack errors are even at 1 apiece right now. Again, hitting percentage, $2.50 for the Scots, $1.25 for the Britons. 4 assists to 2 for Alma at this point in time. Service aces 1-0 for Alma at this point in time. Service errors just the opposite way, 0-1. Digs are even at 4. Reception errors, the Brits have 1 at this moment. So, you know, it's still early, but it's a game right now and a start that I think the Scots were looking for. You really like to get that first one if you can. Put the home team on its heels just a little bit. And, boy, if you can sneak the second one out, you're on your way to a good night probably here on a Wednesday night.
That's a long uphill road if you fall behind 2-love to the Scots, because at that point it's like a downhill truck with no brakes.
Megan Greenup with 4 assists right now for the Alma Scots.
So out of that timeout, historically when we've been calling these games, Jim, it's usually about a 2-point swing for the team that calls a timeout. We'll see if the Scots can put a stop to that kind of a momentum shift. Winner with the kill attempt. She takes point number 1 out of that timeout, and that's exactly what you want if you're the Brits.
You know, Winner's number 5 in the conference right now in kills per set. And we expect to see a lot more of that as the night goes on.
Didn't call her name much the last time we saw the Brits play. So it's good to see her making an impact. Looking to do it again there. This one goes out to the near side towards the Scots bench.
You know, and this game is like any other game. If you have a legitimate better player on your side, then the other team's going to scheme to try to keep that player, you know, under wraps, try to avoid that player if they can. Hit the ball the opposite direction in this case. Try to set towards the other side and try to keep her out of the play. And you know, if you can do that, then the rest of the team's going to have to step up and be able to take over the slack that she might leave.
Novak with the service error makes it 5-8.
Again, if you're out there watching tonight, you can let us know where you're at, what you're doing. You can email us at webcast@albion.edu. That's webcast@albion.edu.
Marley with the attempted kill there. That one kind of goes into the net. Half block, half into the net there as Ava Smith continues to serve for the Brits, now down 6-8. This should be an attack point for the Brits. They get a hitting error.
Ava and Shelby Palmer kind of get to know one another there a little bit right at mid-court.
So now 7-8 here in the first set. 3 points straight out of the timeout. Smith serves that one wide to the far side and out. Now 9-7. Scots back on top by 2.
And Mackenzie Smith checks into the lineup here on the front line.
Here's an attack opportunity. Good block. Good dig. That's a deep set right there. Kill opportunity, good dig. Both teams playing inspired defense so far.
Yeah, that ball hadn't touched the floor very much.
Nice. Get right there by the Brits to take something off that one. This might have been, nope. Thought that was Palmer at first instead. Didn't catch a number on that one. Might have been Weber. Another dink opportunity. This one dug up. Both sides try that play. Into the net on that one. So an attack error right there, a ball handling error.
Ava Smith on that one. And the one before the kill was Chloe Weber. Neat thing about having live stats with you, too. We can go back and look and see.
Oh, here's an attack opportunity for the Brits. Well done. Nice set over the top. Might have been Brenz right there. Brenz gets the credit for the kill. Watch this. Goes to set instead. Soft push over.
Brits hanging in there right now. They looked early on like maybe Alma was going to run away from them a little bit. Tight first set.
This one goes out on the kill attempt. It was Mackenzie Smith hitting that one wide. Weber continues on serve. 10 apiece. Serves it into the net, unfortunately, for the Brits. So that stops that little momentum run. Scots get the point back. Now they lead 11-10 on serve here in set number 1. This is going pretty much exactly like we anticipated it might.
It really is. Back and forth.
And again, you can't use the record as your barometer to judge. These are two evenly matched squads.
Well, you know something, though, again, Jim, we always talk about the hitting percentage as you watch the Brits score here. But hitting percentage, remember 250 a while ago for Alma. They're down to .045, and the Brits now at 211. So things have swung our way over the last couple of points.
That last kill by Nicholson. Point goes back on the kill by Mikulski. And you get Boyd checking in for the Scots. They're now up 12-11 on serve. This one might go past 25 also.
That could.
Kill opportunity. Take that one.
Could be a marathon event tonight, Jimmy. You never can tell.
Substitution in for the Brits. That's Shelby Palmer checking in. She'll move up to the front. And that serve, unfortunately, goes out, so you give the momentum right back to him as Nicholson serves that one long. Scots are now up 13-12 on serve. Set number 1, best of 5, and this one may be going 5 the way these two teams are playing tonight.
Hey, here's our first opportunity of the night, Jim, and we'll check. We'll do a little broadcaster's heat check here real quick. I got Ruth, I believe, Marley. How's that? We're calling him Marley, Majerle. You're killing it, gentlemen. Just thank you for your excellent commenting tonight, and we're loving things here this evening. And I believe it's Marley. So if it's different, please text me a better pronunciation. We didn't have a pronunciation guide here tonight.
Yeah, what we were doing is we were going back. If you are an old school sports fan, you remember the name Dan Marley, Thunder Dan from the Phoenix Suns. That's what I was basing that pronunciation on. So hopefully that's right. But if it's not, like Jim said, just please let us know and we'll make sure we correct it.
Yep.
Serve goes into the net. Draws them back to 14 apiece as Corey hits that one into the net. Scots get back on serve. Somebody's looking to create some separation here in set number 1.
They're up in Rockford, Michigan, cheering on the Scots here, Jim. I was able to get that thing opened up as well. And if you're a Thunder Dan Marley's relatives, let us know that, too, because we are both of us Thunder Dan Marley fans. How's that?
Absolutely.
No doubt about that. So,
or if you're Thunder Dan watching.
Yeah, if that happens to be, maybe this is his niece or his daughter. Who knows?
It's entirely possible.
And if we've just butchered your name, please let us know that, too.
Brits unable to corral that one. That second hit goes too far down to the front of the net. You can't really get that one over at that point. Good effort, but we draw even to 15.
And, just to tell you, that was Sarah Marley that basically killed that one on that last play. So on cue, as they say on TV.
And the Brits give up another point right there. You see that nice block? And we get the attack error right there, which makes it 16-15 Scots. Trying the quick set over. Good dig. And the Brits get the point off the deflection. Deflection goes to the back of the Kresge Gymnasium here.
And here you go, Jimmy. Here's our answer, buddy. You got it. Sarah's dad, Steve, is Dan's older brother. How's that?
That's awesome.
So that's fantastic. And I tell you, if you enjoy what we're doing here tonight, when we get back in the gym, you'll really love what we do when we're in the gym. Kenny does a great job with the replays, and I think we're the only guys around that are trying to do those. And boy, we miss being in the gym with all the noise and all the excitement, and all you fans, honestly, in the Kresge, rooting for your team, whether it's Alma or whether it's Albion or whoever it might be. It's always fun to watch Mom and Dad and all the relatives in there rooting their young lady on.
There's a severe kill right there. That might have been Mackenzie Smith, number 7.
And was that Ava on the other end there that had to try to pull that one and dig that one out?
Yeah, it sure looked like it. Might have been Fisher.
Could have been.
Giveth and taketh away. There you go. And again, this may go past 25, and it may go to 5 sets. These two teams are. It's really. I mean, it's so evenly matched. It's incredible. Good job with that dig. Unfortunately, that dig goes out of bounds right there. Parrott gets credit for the kill.
Yeah, and for anybody that doesn't follow us through the football times, Ava Smith was our sideline reporter last year. And so obviously we got a soft spot in our heart with our sideline reporter. So we root for Ava even while we're doing the broadcast.
Yep. The service winner in there is he had a little miscommunication by the Brits on the baseline. So now 19 serving 18. Still set number 1 in a best of 5. Get the feeling there's going to be a lot of volleyball played tonight.
I think so too. Sit back and get a big old thing of popcorn and maybe something to drink and hang in there with us tonight. This might go forever.
Mackenzie Smith with the kill right there finally creates a little bit of separation.
Prince thought maybe she had that one blocked, but there was an awful lot of power on that ball coming over that net.
Greenup still on serve. Nice little rally here by the Scots. And another point off the deflection right there. So excellent job by Mikalski and Novak. The tandem block, hitting it to the far corner. And we get another timeout on the floor as the Brits call timeout. Now trailing by 3, 21-18 on serve. The Scots are ahead. What are you seeing so far in this first set, Jim?
Well, that last play in particular, you notice the entire Brits team kind of bunched in together, and they allowed the back portion of that to be wide open. So, as we sit here, and Jim's got him a nice brewed tea. Are we getting any kind of royalties off of that? I won't mention the team unless we're getting paid. If we're not getting paid. Okay, well, sorry about that then. But no, I think everybody they get in. Everybody talks spread out. Here's where we got to be. Here's what you got to cover. Here's where you have to be. At that point in time, all of a sudden, when everything contracts like that, you had that wide open lane on the other side, and it made for a very easy kill at that point in time. Let's see, hitting percentage. Still the Brits hitting at 250, 133 right now for the Albion Scots or the Alma Scots. You can see the attacks. Alma just ahead by 2 there. Kills 11-9 now. The Britons on top. The errors 5-4 for Alma, and again the hitting percentage now has gone down dramatically for Alma, but they're still ahead.
Service errors 5-1. Scots get another point out of the timeout right there. 5-1 on the service errors. A kill by Mikowski right there makes it 22-18. How do you pull ahead like they are with a hitting percentage that low?
It is just one aspect of the game. There's no doubt about that.
There's a nice kill on the soft touch right there. As Nicholson gets up for this one, takes something off, hits the fingertips, and drops harmlessly to the ground. So a nice momentum stop finally for the Brits out of that timeout. Not giving the Scots a chance to get on any more of a run. 3 points to victory, though, in set number 1 for Alma. Good dig right there. Oh, the Brits got a gift point right there. I think that was Winter. Watch this send over. Gets tipped, and then one hand by the libero. That's Cantrell. Hits that one out. So they give Winter the credit for the kill.
Jim, the one difference in these numbers, reception errors, the Brits have 2. Alma has none. And, that might be the difference right there. It has been, a very closely played first set.
Kate Winter over the top again. All right, back here on the Britain Sports Network, we had some technical difficulties, so we apologize for the delay in the stream right there. Appreciate you sticking it out with us. Have to see if we can update that stream because the first set actually has ended. Alma did win that first set 25-21, Jim, and it was a service ace and a kill by Sarah Marley that ultimately allowed the Scots to be victorious there in set number 1.
Well, and a bad situation here for the Brits. They had the same situation with Adrian a couple weeks ago when we last did a broadcast here, a webcast, and lost that opening set. You really don't want to do that if you don't have to. You don't want to get down if you don't have to. And this Alma team right now, after playing Calvin tough 2 times in a row, maybe a little more confidence, and they're a little more hardened here early on. So the Brits going to have to do some things to turn things around here quickly.
I think playing a nationally ranked team like that with Calvin, getting a set, you may say, well, yeah, they still lost 3-1, but getting a set, that's huge. Yeah. Not a lot of teams have been able to do that against the Scots.
If nothing else, it's a confidence builder. You're right. Shout out to down into Florida to Chloe Weber's mom, and she says, "Go Brits," and we say the same thing as we're doing volleyball here tonight on the Britain Sports Network.
Kill attempt there by the Brits draws them even at 1. We're trying to get our live stats back up as well. Brits back on serve. Down 1 set, nothing. Tied 1 all here in set number 2. That one hit back over, hitting air goes out against the Brits. I think that was Curry who knocked that one over, knocked that one out. Scott's back on serve. Good deep serve. Kill opportunity by Winter. Take something off that one. That was a had-to-have-it point, Jim, and Winter got the job done.
Yeah, and this is almost a have-to-have-it set here at this point. You don't want to go down 2-0 here at this point. Looking around the conference right now, Hope beats Adrian. Beat Adrian in the first set, 25-20, and they're up 4-1 now in set number 2. Hope and Adrian.
Opportunity here for the Scots. Can't take advantage on that go around. And the Brits get the kill from about mid-court back there, Jim. This is a deep kill. Going to give credit to Nicholson, I believe, on that one. Curry still on serve. Good dig. Winter. Money. Kate Winter with another put away right there. Makes it 4-2 Brits early in set number 2. Again, 25-21. Want to apologize again for the technical difficulties in the stream right there. But we're pleased to be back up and running, bringing you set number 2. Good dig. Scott's into the net on the hitting error right there. Novak goes into the net on the attempted kill. And we get a timeout on the floor. 5-2 Brits. Fired up.
Again, let us know if you're out there here tonight. We've got a way for you to communicate to us. Webcast at albion.edu, webcast at albion.edu. Let us know where you're at, who you're rooting for, all those kind of good things, and we'll pass it along as we do our broadcast here tonight. You know, Jenna Curry is just really kind of an amazing volleyball player, Jim. Last year, second in digs in the conference. This year, she sits at the number 3 spot and also 8th in aces in the MIAA. So not only are you going down on the floor digging that thing out, you're also the person that's getting that scoring ace on a regular basis. So a dual threat at that point in time. Maybe two things you don't put together.
No, you don't. And if you're looking for points, those are two areas where you're going to save points and you're going to earn points. So to be able to be a dual threat like that makes Jenna Curry one of the finer players on this Britain's volleyball squad. 3 straight points going into the timeout for Albion. Let's see if they're able to continue on that nice roll, or if the Scots can put a stop to that run coming out of the timeout. Curry remains on serve, and the Brits are up 5-2 here in set number 2. Again, 25-21 in set 1. The Scots take set number 1. Britons need to draw even, cannot afford to fall down 2-0. That attack error goes long by the Scots. And that was Mackenzie Smith going long on that one. Or Parrott, my apologies. Good dig to get this one over. Good defense so far by the Scots here. That attack error, though, goes out. And that was Mackenzie Smith, Jim.
Man, you're psychic, I think.
Won't give away my secrets.
No, I mean, he's looking into the future. Oh, wise one.
Another attack error goes out. Mackenzie Smith again, that's 2 straight points.
Yeah, I think you jinxed her right there, Jim. I think that's the problem. You misnamed her the first time, and you put the jinx on her. Nice job. Go Brits.
Service error into the net right there. Unfortunately, puts a stop to that 6-0 run. Curry hits that one into the net, and the Scots back on serve. Cantrell getting ready to serve. Hits that one deep. And the Brits get it over. That kill almost looked out right there, Jim, but it must have clipped the sideline.
Yeah. Well, it's the one thing you can't really get a good perception of that line at times with the single camera here tonight. But they're doing a good job keeping that camera moving for us this evening. We sure appreciate whoever our camera op is on site here tonight. They're doing a good job. Service
ace right there by Cantrell. Good low serve. Tough to get that one back up. 5 serving 8. Nice little run here by the Scots to draw closer. Winter with the kill attempt. That one goes long. So an attack error by Winter. Now makes it 6 serving 8 Scots. They lead 1-0.
I think she was trying to work that over a long Rachel Parrott and just went a little too far.
Good job on the block right there, getting that one back in their faces. Good tandem block here. Unable to receive. The Scots get another point. Down now 7-8 on serve as the Brits call timeout.
Mikowski and Parrott on that one as they tag team that one. They team up, and nice job. And again, as we said, 8-7. This is going to be really a tough one here this evening as we play through. Let us know if you're out there and you're watching as we take a look at some stats here from the second set here this evening.
48-46 on attacks. Kills, the Brits still up by a few, 18-14. Attack errors, still a few more for the Scots, 9-7. Hitting percentage, Brits doing a decent job on hitting percentage, 239. Only 104 for the Scots. And again, it's It's tough to wrap my head around how they were able to pull out set number 1 with just barely a 100 hitting percentage, but they've done a tremendous job of playing team ball. Digs are pretty even, 18-15 advantage Brits. The reception errors, though, 4 for the Brits and none for the Scots, and service errors, 6-1 in favor, I guess, in this case of the Brits, but not the statistic you want to be leading in. Scots on serve, now trail 7-8. Good deep serve. Tough to receive. Brits have to scramble to get it over. Nice block. Watch this soft kill attempt right here and a huge rejection. Fingertip to fingertip. And the Brits back on serve, Jim. That was a must-have point.
Yeah, that was. Mikowski's number 4 in blocks in the conference, but that was not your conventional block attempt either. Delayed, and it kind of put her out of position just a little bit.
That was a major kill going back to the Scots. Now up 9-8. Mackenzie Smith with the kill there. Scots on serve. There's an answer for you. Excellent job by Chloe Weber on the kill. Watch the air. Love to be able to jump that high at one point in my life.
No
Those
doubt.
days have long passed.
Business management major. How's that? That's what Chloe Weber's into.
Right now she's into destroying a volleyball.
Yeah.
There's 2 straight points. Right into the block, but the block gets deflected right over towards the Scots bench. 11-8 Brits on serve. Good velocity on that serve. But a nice response there with the kill by Novak.
And you look at that. You look where Novak started out. I mean, she was a good 3 steps off that court, setting up, waiting, looking for a spot. Once you get to know one another a little bit better about that, you can peek a little bit, and because you know that they're going to set that ball exactly where you want it to be. And I think that's where hitting percentage gets into play too. You know, how do you hit it off a setup like that? The little tap over or whatever is, you know, that's how they're winning with some of those plays. But when you set it right now and you are able to get it across the net and make it an effective shot, that's where your percentage comes into play. When you knock it long, when you knock it out, whatever, that tends to be a difficult situation then.
Kill opportunity here for the Brits. Good dig out. Is an offensive opportunity for them, and they get the put away.
Yeah.
Chloe Weber tired of the run right there. Knows they need to get a point for the home team.
Yeah, when she gets that business job, you can bet they're going to have a volleyball team at Payne Weber or wherever she's going to go to work. Wouldn't you think?
Actually, that'd be a good name for a firm.
It would be.
Just drop the E off the front name.
Yeah, that's it.
There's a kill attempt that goes cross-court and out. I imagine that's what the volleyball is probably thinking when she's getting ready to attack it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, she does hit that thing hard, doesn't she? She hits that ball. Well, all of these young ladies, it's amazing.
With purpose and direction.
They sure do. Almost all of them, obviously, if you look at their backgrounds, they all come out of high school programs that have been very successful.
Here's an offensive opportunity for the Brits. Good dig out. Man, there's some serious heat on that one by Marley.
Look at her coming. Run and start. Boom. There you go. Thunder Sarah Marley, I believe, on that one. Everybody of her generation go, Dan who? So, yeah, Thunder Sarah now has taken over the nickname.
Got to get this one over. Good job scrambling there by the Brits. But the block, unfortunately, stays on the home side, and point goes to Alma. It's now 12 serving 13. Mikowski on serve is that one. Ooh, that one goes long, so they give the point right back to the Brits.
Eva Smith saw that one going and just wisely stepped away.
You have a split second to make that call, so that's why communication is so important back there.
Smith out winner end.
That kill attempt goes out. And the Brits get another point, inching closer to set number 2. They trail 1-0, 25-21 in set number 1. The Scots win. Brits looking to draw even. There's a receiving error on that serve. Low line drive here. Just a miss hit off the wrist right there. Scots on the attack. Goes off the top of the net, but stays in. Scots get the point back. Checking in is Rachel Parrott. Parrott will go up to the front line. 13 serving 16 right now is Novak on serve. Hits that one deep. Well received. Kill attempt. Good dig out right there. Wow, that was a difficult point, but the Scots figured out a way to make it happen. Going for a block, but the ball harmlessly falls just a few inches over the outstretched hands. It all counts the same.
Yeah, it does.
This should be a offensive point opportunity for the Brits. Instead, they were unable to handle that one cleanly. Now the Scots looking for a kill. And they get the point. I believe that was Marley again, Jim.
I'll tell you, Sarah's having a really good night tonight. We'll take a look at some of her numbers as we move forward. She's hitting just under 200 at this point. 6 points on the evening.
There's a response right there by the Brits. Hepner gets the kill. 17-15 Brits back on serve. Brits need a run here, Jim.
Kate Winter for the Brits hitting over 400 right now. Chloe Weber at 364. 600 for Libby Fisher for Alma.
There's a case where the set was a little far off. Had to kind of hit that one. Looked like it went off the pedestal that the official is on. Can't do anything about that. Scott's back on serve. Winter going for a kill. That one is blocked. Winter going to kill again, and this one is received as well. So good defense in 2 occasions right there, and that one's a hitting error, as that'll be number 3, and that'll fall on the friendly side, and that'll draw us even at 17.
Britain's now with 5 reception errors compared to 1 for Alma here on the night. 262 hitting percentage to 155.
So that hitting percentage has gone up quite a bit for the Scots.
It surely has. 71 attacks now for the Scots, 62 for Albion.
Let's this kill take something off it, goes fingertips, hits the net. And then again, I think every time we've called a volleyball matchup, we've seen somebody tries to use their foot.
Do that soccer thing, yeah.
Good defensive hit right there, good block. That was blocked out of bounds, though. Just an excuse me kind of swing. Watch the second block, though, and just misses the sideline. 19-17 Brits on serve. Deep serve by Khoury. Block right back, and this one unable to be received. So the Brits with a nice 2-point run right there. Actually a 3-point run. They were knotted at 17, so now 20-17 Brits. Timeout, Scott's on the floor. Jim, do we have any new emails?
I'm looking there. I don't see one. It's been a while, so I'm not sure. Hopefully everybody's stream came back up. If it did, let us know you're out there again. Webcast@albion.edu, webcast@albion.edu. Let us know that you're there without all the noise in the gym and everything. The thing that keeps us alive and keeps us moving are the emails that come back and forth to let us know the very timely questions that we ask here during the Britain's webcast. webcast at albion.edu. Would love to talk to you tonight. Let us know where you're watching from tonight.
So 2017 here in set number 2, 25-21. Alma takes set number 1. Britain's inching closer to set number 2 and drawing even. And again, we said in the pregame leading up to this matchup that this could easily go 5, and right now it's sure looking like a 5-set kind of matchup.
It really does. And I tell you, for the Brits, I think you want to get out off of this timeout and try to stretch this lead a little bit. Try to get a few, more points in between you and the Scots to be able to get to 25, because if you let them back in and you lose set number 2, it's going to make for a long night the rest of the way.
And just as you say that, Corey hits that serve into the net. So the lefty, unfortunately, with the service error, draws Alma 1 point closer at 18 serving 20. Cantrell on serve now. Good deep serve. Tough reception. And there's a hitting error right there on the Brits. So ball handling error on Van Dorn, 2019. There's a kill by the Brits. Finally get that point. Chloe Weber on the kill.
3 Scots dove for the ball, but nobody could get enough on it to get it back into play.
Yep. Shows the recuperative power of the young body, though. Floor versus body. Floor usually wins, but they just get right back up. They're so used to it. Deflected out on the kill by Mackenzie Smith. And once again, 21-20. Another nail biter here in set number 2. Scots draw 1 point closer, now 20 serving 21 as they anxiously await the ball. There you go. One of the most important parts of volleyball.
Yeah, having the volleyball.
Yep. Tom Hanks would probably agree. There'd be no Wilson if there wasn't a volleyball.
That's right. Would have been a lonely trip there.
Long one, too.
Yes.
The softest kill. I thought for sure this one was going to be received, but you just hit it right in the middle of 5 players right there. And I think 3 of those 5 were looking at each other thinking, you got it, right?
Yeah.
They're all thinking the exact same thing, and they were all unfortunately incorrect. Brits with the more conventional kill coming at you. Chloe Weber, that one. When it's a middle attack, it's pretty much been Chloe Weber tonight. When it's an outside attack, especially near side, it's been Kate Winter. Deep serve, tough reception. And that one, that kill goes out. So the Brits now 1 point away from set number 2. And Cameron Haley still on serve. 24-20 Brits lead in the march to 25. Good dig. Get this one. And we cut away for an instant replay, but the Brits actually won that point.
Ball being kicked back over the net there to keep everything alive, and the Brits end up winning that point and that set, 25-20.
What can you do? You do whatever you have to do to get the ball. So there's an...
Yeah.
And don't kid yourselves. They practice that too.
We'll have to send that to ESPN for tomorrow, I think. I think that might make the highlights in the morning. All right, we tie it up at 1-1 as you watch
See
this.
the conclusion of this point here. You see good defense by the Scots. Scots getting the blocks. It's a good kill. That's a deflection. Somehow that gets back over the net. stays on. Scott's on the attack, but the block, the tandem block right there by the Brits, Weber and Palmer put that one back, and that's how set number 2 is decided. So something we haven't seen a whole lot of, Jim.
No, not at all.
But there's a set victory for the Brits. Now it's 1 apiece in the race to 3 in a best of 5.
Well, we said 5. We thought it might go 5 tonight, and they're heading that direction, Jim.
79 attacks for the Scots compared to 67 for the Brits. Slight edge and kills for the Brits, 27-23. Attack errors doubled up on the Scots side, 14-7. Hit percentage, the Brits hitting almost 300, where the Scots are at 114, but they were under 100 earlier, so they've had a drastic improvement. Assist 26-22 edge Brits. Service aces 5-1 the Scots. Scots only get about 1 service ace per set on average, as we said in the open. They don't tend to get a lot and they give up more, but it's kind of been the opposite tonight. Service errors 7-2 Brits. Digs pretty even, 30-24 edge Albion, and block assists even at 4 as well. So it's really just been a fascinating back and forth matchup between, again, 2 very evenly matched squads, 1 set apiece. Now it's a best of 3 to take it home.
Yeah, no, it is, and it's going to be a fun 3 sets to decide this one. Again, maybe the Brits with a little momentum after winning game number 2. That's what we saw the last time, was that they lost the opener and then came back and won 3 in a row. Let's see if they can do that again here tonight with Alma. We do have some folks who are checking in with us now, so I'm going to have to get busy. How's that, huh?
Yeah, let's say hi to some folks real quick.
Let's see. Watching the Alma Albion volleyball match tonight, rooting for Alma Scots and my niece Megan Greenup from Clarkston, Michigan. Amy Wilkes. Good to have you, Amy, with us here tonight. Let's see who else we got. Let's see. Hi, guys. John Corey, former volleyball announcer myself. Thanks for announcing Jenna's dad. John, good to have you out there, man.
Yeah, good to hear from you.
We might need to bring you in and let you help us sometime here when we get things going again. How cool that I can watch my granddaughter, Megan Greenup, and the Alma Scots from my home in North Point, Florida. Thank you for the broadcast, Judy Wing. And, Judy, it's good to have you on the other end.
Here.
We love bringing it to you.
And we've always said, Jim, when we talk about Division III sports, D3 sports is all about family.
Yes.
It's about connecting parents, grandparents, cousins, aunts, uncles, everybody from around the country and around the world. You can, thanks to the power of technology, be right in the Kresge Gymnasium with us and enjoying a volleyball game on a Wednesday night. There's a nice kill off that second hit. Not even going to bother with a set is Haley Novak. Novak's going to get that one over effectively.
And Mike and Tina cheering for the Scots and Mackenzie Smith tonight. Appreciate the great commentary tonight. Tina Smith and Mike Smith, good to have you with us out there. And, we can't wait to get back to the Kresge here one of these days. It's just not as much fun doing this in the Caribbean like we're doing it right now. I'm sorry. This having your feet in the water and the sand all over the place gets a little old at times.
It's just not going to cut it.
No, it's not as much fun as being right there in the gym with everybody else. So one of these days we'll get back to that as well.
If Ken gets us on camera again, hopefully he can put us in the Caribbean again like he did the last time.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
show us where we really are.
Just show us the set that we're working from here tonight.
There's a kill by the Scots. Excellent job right there by Mikowski. Makes it 2 serving 1. Now we're tied at 1 set apiece. Now it's literally a best of 3 to win this one. Here's a point opportunity for the Scots. Said it's well received by the Brits. Winner on the kill attempt. And that one ultimately falls harmless to the floor. So the Scots get that point.
Attack error on Winter and a block by Libby Fisher on that one. And don't forget, if you're an Albion football fan, we'll be doing the Albion-Adrian game hopefully this weekend at a 1:30 start, or 1 o'clock start. I'm sorry, 1 o'clock start Sunday afternoon right here on the GoBrits.com. Come on up and join us. Hopefully that'll happen. Alma if you haven't heard, Alma has decided to end their spring football season. They'll play again in the fall. Kalamazoo stepped away here about a week ago, and obviously Calvin or Hope never started with us here this year.
Yeah, but a whole lot of, when you look at I was doing some of the homework today for Sunday's scheduled broadcast, and you see a whole lot of the word canceled.
You sure do.
Everywhere where you start to talk about, well, it's easier just to break down a game than it is to do a season context, because in the Britons' case, there's only been one game. So a whole lot of canceled, a postponement, and we'll see if that postponed game ends up happening. Otherwise, it could be one of the shortest seasons in history for the Brits. Two-game season or whatever it is, 3 games.
Who knows how it will happen. Adrian this weekend, then another weekend off, and then that Olivet game, because the Alma game was supposed to be scheduled in the middle there. And when Alma stepped away, then basically you're to a situation where who knows what will happen in that midweek. There's speculation that maybe they'll try to schedule somebody else in there. And who knows whether they will just all decide that maybe spring football isn't going to work this year, and we'll have to call it all off. I hope not, because we're looking forward to getting back up to Albion on Sunday and playing football and bringing the game to you.
Marley on the attack error. She had the kill on the point prior, which drew them up to 5-3, but that one goes wide, and then now 4-5 Britons on serve here in set number 3. Good serve causing a scramble. A little bit of a miss hit there, and going to have to retool. And that one goes off the fingertips of Brenz, I believe. Again, not to be lost in all this, the fact that in the MIAA, you're wearing masks the entire time you're playing this game. So you think about the physical exertion of volleyball. You compound that with wearing the masks. You know, I don't care how breathable those things are. It's going to pose its own set of challenges to you.
It really is. And that's why we go to the Caribbean for these, because, there's no mask requirement and you're out in the fresh air.
I appreciate that, that they do that.
That's why we head south, as they say.
Yep. And they assured me that they don't let just anybody get away with that.
That's right.
Kill on the end line is good.
Yeah, see, there we sit. Ah, man, it's lovely out here today. Yeah, it's a beautiful day, and, I hope you all have the same kind of scenery we have right now, as we've had it all day long. It gets boring after a while, 85 and sunny every day.
Yeah, but it's the sacrifice we make for a quality broadcast.
Yeah, it is.
There's a good kill, the soft kind going over the top. Brits needed that point. Seven 6 on serve. That was Nicholson. There's a kill by the Scots in response.
We said it wasn't going to be easy tonight, and, man, we were right when we set this one up.
Mikowski on the kill right there.
Albion wins Alma wins the first one. Albion wins the second set, and now Alma back in front 8-6 here in set number 3.
That one into the net on the kill attempt. They get the attack error on Hepner that time. Brits need an answer. Down 9-6. Kate Winter from far side coming over. I would argue that's going to be her strong side, hitting across her body like that. It's always been amazing to me that she comes from the near side as a lefty. You figure that'd be more comfortable for a right-handed hitter. Brits have a chance. Attack error right there on Winter. Perhaps they got a lift on that one.
Alma hitting the ball much better here in set number 3. 385 percentage to the Brits 214.
Here's an opportunity for Winter. And she takes care of business. Going from the more traditional side, near side here. Kill clips the tape. 8 serving 10. Brits down by 2, 1 set apiece. And an easy kill right there. That was Chloe Weber. Chloe Weber, the junior out of Marshall, Michigan. Brits still on serve, now trailing 9-10. Block, that one goes out. So they get Novak for the kill right there. And it's now 11-9, Scots on serve.
Again, email us if you'd like to at webcast@albion.edu, webcast@albion.edu, and that's an email. Get up and just punch that into your email and send that to us and tell us what you're doing.
Certainly love to hear from you. We've had viewers from different parts of the country so far. With the weather we've had here, I'm not too jealous of the weather in Florida today. There's a kill by the Brits, not well received as we get 2 subs coming in.
That was hit very hard, and they were trying to set some things over here to the corner, and a little confusion between 2 of the Scots there. Who's going to set that shot up? And, well, you do it, I do it. Up, too late.
Perhaps that one might have even hit a beam up there and changed direction.
Well, you know, that is possible, too. We don't get to see that now, but that ceiling has had collected its share of volleyballs at times in the years that we've been around.
Scots get the point right there off the Brits serve. They now lead 13-10 as Marley gets credit with another kill. We've called her name a lot tonight. Brits looking to answer. Scots looking to go on a run. Good defense by both squads here. This is a pivotal point. Brits get the kill on the soft touch. Nicholson gets that one, Jim.
That had been banged around off of people's hands, back and forth, blocks, hits, blocks, hit, block, and all of a sudden up, there's a little spot. Let me just float it over the top.
Service ace right there, clips the back line. Good job by Haley. Draws them within 1, 12 serving 13. Haley still on serve. That one a little bit too low on the line drive into the net. So now 14 serving 12. Scots up by 2. And what has been familiar territory for both of these teams at about this stage in each of the sets. Team will get out to a 1 or 2 point lead. And as has happened unfortunately a lot tonight, service error will give it right back to the opposing team. This time, bully for the Brits. Scott's hit a service error.
Bailey Cantrell with the service error, and again, 14-13. Like to get a little cushion going either side.
And the Scots do just that off the deflection. Kill goes to Nicholson. I'm sorry, it goes to Mackenzie Smith. Scots back on serve, up 15-13 here in set number 3. Tied at 1 apiece. Wednesday night volleyball on the Britain Sports Network. There's a kill, deflected and out. That point will go to Albion, and that'll end a nice little run by the Scots. And give the Brits a much-needed point.
This just goes back and forth, I'll tell you. Wouldn't be surprised if we had to play a little extra in one of these sets either.
Yeah, this matchup is just so even. It's really looking like it's going to happen in one of these sets. Kill by Mackenzie Smith on that point. Scott's on serve, 16-14. Thank you for tuning in on a Wednesday night. And if this is your first time watching our MIAA volleyball broadcast, we do not have the ambient sound in the gymnasium, so that's why it's oh so quiet. We'd love to have that sound inside the gym. Frankly, we'd love to be there, just like we know you'd love to be there as well. And we're hoping to get back to a position where we are able to be there calling those games for you sooner rather than later.
No doubt about that. Looking around the conference here tonight, some of the later games that started. Kalamazoo took the first set over Olivet 25-19. They are tied 10-all in set number 2.
There's an attack error by the Brits, not able to get that one back over. Last one to hit was Shelby Palmer. But that point's going to Alma. They are now up 17-15. They get winner on the ball handling error. Here's an attack opportunity for the Brits. Unable to cash in. Good block. Double team block. They get Winter and they get Hepner as well on that. Watch the wall. Off the fingertips. Just get enough of that one back. Hit it in the soft spot and get the point. 16 serving 17 here in set number 3.
Hope on top of Adrian, 2-0. They're playing in the third one, and they're tied at 16 each.
Good attempt right there by Grace Van Dorn of getting that one, but that was a well-hit kill by Sarah Marley. What else is new, I guess, tonight?
Yeah, we've done that. It's getting old to talk about it that way, I think. We love the Marleys and everything else, but doggone it, we're still Britain fans, so Marley this and Marley that. What can I say?
That was a dominant force tonight.
She is playing extremely well. We agree. Calvin on top of Trime surprised that one. 25-13. Calvin takes the first set, up 14-9 in set number 2. Again, a 7 o'clock start there.
So Calvin, a nationally ranked team. That one, a handling error. Watch. Third hit, having to reach kind of over the side and hit it around the edge of the net. That's a no-no.
Again, webcast at albion.edu if you'd like to communicate a little bit with us here tonight. Webcast at albion.edu, simple email.
Service winner by Marley. And a timeout on the floor by the Brits. Give you some updated statistics here. You can see the kills, the attacks. Now 103-93, the Scots with a decided advantage. Kills still slight edge to the Brits, 38-35. Attack errors, still more attack errors, but that's from, I think, earlier sets, 18-12. Hitting percentage for the Scots has continued to creep up, now at 165. Brits have stayed pretty much in that 270 to 300 range. They're at 280 right now. A couple more assists for the Brits. A couple more service aces for the Scots, 6-2 there. Service errors is still one of the big discrepancies, 8-3. I guess you could say the advantage really goes to the Scots in that one because that's +5 in terms of earned points. Digs, pretty even, 36-31. Reception errors, that's +4 to the Scots as well, 6-2. So pretty good third set right here by the Scots, 5 points away from a third set victory, taking a 2-1 lead. Then that would force the Brits to have to roll 2 straight at home.
Yeah.
And that's tough to do, especially against an evenly matched squad.
The coaches had it pretty much on the money when they started here. They picked Albion number 4 and Alma number 5, and there were only 2 points difference between the two of them. Albion had 30 points and Alma had 28, so they've both moved up the ladder just a little bit, but they are very, very competitive with one another, that's for sure.
Point to the Brits out of the timeout. That was a big one right there. Chloe Weber gets credit for that one. Now 20-18, or 18 serving 20. Blocked by the Brits. Right back at it. Call that an attack error on Parrott. Into the net right there. And a timeout on the floor by the Scots. So a 2018 advantage all of a sudden now is 2020. We're dead even, and we ended up someplace. I never thought.
We moved into the Tiki Hut now.
Okay.
It's part of the. We've got to give out a shout out to the motel and the hotel. That we're staying at right now, and and the lounge that we're in now, because that's the folks that have fed us and all those things up to this point in time.
I feel like I'm in a fancier setting.
Yeah,
I feel like I should button an extra button.
There'll be a tie coming. I'm thinking once we get done with the games and go to eat dinner tonight.
Yeah, that's probably expected.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
It's a pretty ritzy place. You can see there's lobsters back in the tank over your shoulder there. You can see those and
fresh.
Yeah, I think it's right out of the ocean.
It doesn't get much more fresh than that.
Hey, this is that we're at a spot right now, though, for my money. Whoever can come through with this one is a big one. This is a big set to go up 2-1 now. A little deflating for the team that doesn't get that win right now. If you're the visiting team, maybe that's just all we need for the Brits tonight to be able to secure this, is to be able to battle our way back. We were down by as many as 3 here a little bit earlier. Now we've battled our way back to a tie, and we'll just see where they go from here. But I tell you, if I'm the Brits, I don't want to go extras with these guys tonight.
An attack error by the Scots out of the timeout right there. Definitely not the way they wanted to draw that one up. Now it's 21-20 Brits on serve. Coming out of a timeout, you don't really expect to lose a point like that. Service error goes long. So the Brits give the ball right back. Trying a deep serve. Just goes long. And the Scots back on serve, now tied 21 apiece. Low serve, not well received. Service ace right there by Cantrell. So 22-21, 3 points to victory for the Scots. Cantrell still on serve. Nice running kill right there. It's Chloe Weber again.
Boy, and this was a difficult shot. Look at this. Look at the way she's got to torque around and knock that into that spot.
Full extension. Brett's back on serve, tied at 22. Scots get a point back. Boy, this may go past 25.
These two teams don't want to give this one up. This is important to them and their coaches right now as it is to us, as we pointed out a minute ago. The winner of this one has a huge edge in this game tonight.
Mykowski with the kill right there. Easily received serve. Another one of those running cross-the-body kill attempts. Good block. Scramble mode for the Scots. Offensive opportunity for the Brits. That one's good. Clips the end line, Jim.
23-all. Look at this. I'll tell you what, I would love to be at the Kresge right now, because even with just the handful of folks that are there, this place would be rocking.
23-all. Now 2 points to victory. Oh, service error by Grace Van Doren into the net. The one thing you can't have happen right there, if the Scots are going to get a point, you got to make them earn it. Service error. They get the point the easy way. And we get a timeout on the floor by the Brits.
Yeah, Coach says, let's talk this one over for just a minute or two. Too big of a point right now for any kind of mistake. You want to go to the sideline right now and discuss a few things with each other. Make sure that you're on the same page before you go out for this very critical point.
Hitting percentage, Brits inching closer to 300, but they're inching closer to losing set number 3. Again, you'd like to think there's more of a cause and effect relationship with that statistic, but just goes to show that the other stats that we're going to read, help certainly make up some of that difference for the Scots, despite hitting just 138. 7-2 in service aces, 10-3. Brits have more service errors, and reception errors. Brits have 5 more reception errors too. So, coming out of the timeout now, just 2 points to victory for the Scots. Now 1 point. My apologies, 24-23. Scots on serve. This will be Mackenzie Smith. Getting ready to hit it deep. And a miss hit going out by the Brits. Haley with the bad set right there. And Alma takes pivotal set number 3 in this best of 5, 25-23. That's a tough way to lose set number 3.
No doubt. And after you battled back as hard as what the Britons had, and then you get to the situation where a couple of errors on that last point, and give these Scots some credit, man. That was a wonderful set for them, and this has been a very good match so far with the Brits down 2-1 now. Again, that's a biggie. There's just no doubt about that. 25-21 was the opener for Alma, and then the Brits fought back to win 25-20. And that one 25-23, so you can see how close
Inches.
These have been. A hit here, a hit there, a block here, a block there, and everything could be flip-flopped at this point in time.
When you look at the statistics in the 3 sets, the hitting percentage for the Scots, the one set they lose, they're hitting just .047, back to closer to that 200 clip in the first and third sets. And the total attacks went up in set number 2, but the percentage was way down, so the hitting errors. For the Brits, they played consistently in terms of hitting percentage. You see they're right around that 300 percentage mark the whole time. Total attacks pretty much the same. It's just the things like the service errors and things like that and the receiving errors. Those are the big factors in why it's a point here and a point there, and that's 5 points. Basically, that's 2 sets worth of points right there.
Well, you can't have a negative 9 attack errors in a game, in a set where you're winning or losing by 2. You really can't. You look at 9 over 3. That's 3 per game. Okay, and you've lost 2 sets right now by what? 4 the first
3.
time and 3 the second time. So that number right there could have caused that to happen. And as you go down and look at the other numbers, the service aces at 7-2. You just the little things. Even though the Brits are hitting the ball maybe a little higher percentage, they're still not winning this match here this evening.
Yeah, that service errors, Jim. That's 7 points, and you look at the difference, 4 and 2. There's 6. So
Yep.
there's your 2 sets right there in a nutshell.
So we're heading to set number 4 right now. Again, if you'd like to talk to us, webcast at albion.edu, webcast at albion.edu. And you can chime in here as we go. It's a nail-biter now. If you're a Brits fan and you're watching out there, all right, I want to hear all the good mojo out there and the good karma. Get out whatever lucky charm that you got and sit it down there next to your computer, because we're going to need it for the last 2, because we've got to win 2 in a row to pull this one out.
Scots, again, 0-2 away from home this season, but again, you can't say enough about how important that Calvin matchup was for them.
Well,
the confidence they built from winning that one set.
The 2 games on the road that they lost, Hope and Calvin.
Pretty good road opponents.
Ouch. Yeah. And this isn't any slouch coming to Albion here tonight and doing what they're doing.
Here's a cross-court kill. It's Kate Winter again. Kate Winter's been dominant tonight so far. Response by the Scots right there. And off the deflection and out. Net kill by Mackenzie Smith. Alma Scott's back on serve. Serve into the net. Still makes its way over. And the ball handling error by the Scots gives the point back to the Brits. 2-1. They need not just a couple points. They need to go on a serious run here in game number. You can't, I don't know that you can withstand another, you get to like 15-12, 14-12, and then you're just battling a point here and a point there back and forth. There's a hitting error by Michalski.
It will test your mettle. That's for darn sure.
Trying to go on that soft touch right there, but unfortunately hit that one right into the net. 3 serving 1 for the Brits. There's a lot of energy on that one by Sarah Marley. Marley came to play tonight.
Yeah,
She's not fooling around.
It's in the genes, man. It's in the genes, you know?
Michalski on serve. Good dig. There's a point for the Brits. Much needed point by Chloe Weber. Deep, but in.
All the pressure right now on the Britons to turn this thing around.
Yep. Despite leading by 2, that lead can't be big enough, really.
No, it won't be enough until you get to 25, and the Scots have less than 2.
The way they're playing tonight, though, these two teams, I don't think either team's going to drastically pull away and win a set. I mean, as a Brits Sports Network announcer, I would be pleasantly surprised if they win on a 20-0 run right here, but I don't anticipate it happening.
Rooting for 25-2 right at this point in time, obviously, but not expecting it.
Smith serves that one into the net, gives the point back. And again, those service errors, you get a point here, a point there, and you go on a nice little 2-0, 3-0 run, and then a service error gives that point right back and gives them the ball. And then you see the service winner right there. So you take advantage, Albion. That's a 2-point swing right there for the Scots. Now, all of a sudden, 5-2 is 5-4. Nice block, good tandem block right there. Saw Marley get up, playing some defense. Also Fisher on that block.
Man, that was a wall right there at the net.
Scots in control, despite being tied at 5. Took something off that one. They got to get this hit over. Scots on the offense. And they take the point. Good job by Libby Fisher. Deflected wide.
You know, a hit like that heading towards the out of bounds with some juice on it is a winner most of the time, because you're up there trying to block, and if it's a little too tall and it catches the fingertips, there's really nobody behind you to save that one.
The junior Chloe Weber gets the response right there, Jim, through the tandem block of Marley and Fisher. So excellent response by the Brits to draw them even at 6.
Almost saved there by Weber, but a little too long.
Weber hits that one back over, but a little wide towards the far side of the camera there. 7 serving sits. Scots ahead, up 2-1. Good response right there by the Brits. Chloe Weber again, Jim.
That was a tough set right there, and she got it over to Brenz, and Brenz able to set up the slam on the other side, and just a nice job by the Britons.
Deep serve. And a kill. Scots are dialed in right now.
Yeah, they are. Look at this. 4 steps, boom.
Rachel Parrott gets credit on that one.
They're playing extremely well. I really have been impressed by the way that the Scots have played tonight.
Yeah, it's easy to take that 0-2 on the road and think that there's something to be made of that statistic, but you bring up the excellent point of who they lost those 2 road contests to.
And again, when you get into this conference, whether it's football, basketball, volleyball, whatever it might be, there are teams on the top, no doubt, but those teams in the middle will fight the teams on the top on a Wednesday night just as tough as anybody, and it's a very well balanced conference for sports.
Nice kill by Brenz right there, using hit number 2. Set that one across the net. Tie this score up at 8 apiece here in set number 4. Brits could be on the attack here. Instead, a bad set leads to a hitting error by the Brits. They'll get Kaylin Nicholson on the hitting error. Substitution checking in, that's Greenup. Greenup will be on serve.
Again, webcast at albion.edu if you'd like to talk to us some more tonight. Everybody's so wound up in this close contest here tonight. The emails have slowed down.
Yep, nobody wants to jinx. Deflected out on the kill. Our producer extraordinaire, Ken Reeker, says that we have some new emails.
Huh.
Nothing on my phone, so.
We'll see what happens there. Look at her up. I got a few more now. They just popped up. How's that magically? It's amazing how now they're going to put me to work.
Britt's looking to go on the offense with this one. Winner. Boy, that's a good scramble right there by the Scots. Kate Winner off the deflection and out.
Here you go.
Had to take something off this kill, Jim.
Just a nice little placement there and off the hands and out of bounds. Lazy Boar Cheerleader, it says, supporting the Brits and my granddaughter, Jessie Hepner, from my Emmett, Michigan home as the sun sets on this beautiful day. And that's Sandy sitting there in her Lazy Boy watching the game tonight. Sandy, it's good to have you out there. We need that. So one thing we're missing here on the beach is the Lazy Boy. How's that?
It'd be tough to get the sand out of them.
Yeah, it would be. Go Brits from the Gustafsons. Miss my volleyball Brits. Kelsey Gustafson from Adler University, class of 2023. Dual master in clinical mental health counseling and sport human performance degree coming from her. And you don't really want to get into the minds of the two announcers tonight because, boy, I'll tell you what, even Freud wouldn't want any part of that.
Nope, it'd take a pass.
He would.
It was my most challenging case to date.
All right, here we go. We got Haley, maybe Gitre, G-I-T-R-E here. I played starting libero 2010 and 13. Tuning into tonight's match, go Brits. Receiving errors and service errors lost them the first two matches. You shouldn't ever out-hit a team and lose, according to Haley. And Haley, we agree 100%. Maybe we can get you to do some commentating with us here at some point in time.
Yeah, that's just that anomaly that you look at the hitting percentage and you see a decided advantage for the Brits, almost 200 points higher, and yet the Scots up 2-1, and they're only trailing by 1 here in set number 4. So there's those. Now they're tied at 12. So there's those great equalizers, and those equalizers come at the most inopportune times. If you're going to have a service error, you'd like to see your team roll off 5 in a row first.
Yeah.
Instead of trading point for point, and you think you're going to get on a roll, maybe go 2 or 3 in a row. Instead, you get a point, and then you give a point right back. And then the way the Scots have been playing tonight, they get a service ace. He got a kill by the Brits, and a much-needed point right there by Chloe Weber. Back corner, just barely in. But again, the service errors tonight, and the service ace is unexpected by the Scots. But to their credit, they're doing the right things at just the right times. There's a kill out.
Linda Boyd is at Mount Pleasant, Michigan right now. Pat and Linda Boyd cheering on all the Scots, and number 24, Colby Boyd, here tonight as well. Good to have you two with us here this evening from Mount Pleasant, Michigan as well.
Good block by the Brits. Tandem wall right there. Coming off far side. Definitely saw Chloe Weber in there as part of that block. Shelby Palmer. The other part of it is we get a tandem block into a timeout. 15-12, the Brits lead. Still waiting on our appetizer, I think, Jim.
Yeah, I think so. Could we find, get that. Come on over here, will you? Hope Adrian, I think we gave the finals, but Hope wins over Adrian tonight, 25-20, 25-11, 25-23 in other MIAA action, and we'll do some other hunting for you here because there are other games going on right now. A couple 6:30 games. That was another 6:30 game there. Let's see if we can find something on Kalamazoo and Olivet. That's a 7 o'clock game. And Kalamazoo won the first 25-19. Olivet gets the second one 25-22, and it is 11-10 Olivet in set number 3 here.
Sounds familiar?
Yes.
Evenly fought, 1 set apiece. Practically tied in set number 3.
And then we already talked about Calvin beating Trine in 3 here this evening. And in fact, they are in the third set right now. Calvin won the first 2, 25-13, 25-15, and they're up 11-7 in set number 3 over Trine this evening.
Brits on serve. Coming out of the timeout, up 15-12. Need to sustain the run right here. That attack goes long. And that was by Sarah Marley. She's made a couple of attack errors during this 4-point run for the Brits.
Again, webcast at albion.edu. Let us know what's going on out there. An exciting match here tonight on the Britain Sports Network.
Oh, look at that kill. Behind the head, Mariah Brenz.
Yep, just over there. That's where I wanted to put it,
Perfect.
right there.
Absolutely perfect. 17-12. Need to put it still about 5 or 6 more, preferably 8 more on the board. They get another one there in the kill. Or the block, my apologies. Weber sending that one. I'm sorry. Yeah, Chloe Weber sending that one back. There's a set error right there by the Scots. Makes it 19-12 Britons. Almost had to go into the net to get that one. I think that was Greenup. And we get another timeout on the floor. 19-12 Brits. Nice 7-0 run here to take what would appear to be a commanding lead in set number 4, but I don't trust any lead by either team in a contest like this. They're just too evenly matched.
I agree 100%. I agree 100%.
So webcast at albion.edu is how you get hold of us to send us an email. Let us know where you're watching, who you're rooting for, and we'd love to say hello to you on the air.
Here you go. Sarah Bissell will say hi to you right now. It says, hello, thank you so much for broadcasting this volleyball match so that we're able to cheer on our favorite Alma Scott, Megan Greenup. We are sending all our love and cheers for all the Scots from our living room at St. Louis, Michigan. Thank you, Sarah Bissell. So thank you, Sarah, for being out there and being with us here this evening.
Our producer, Ken Rieker, reminds me that this is the largest lead, I believe, either team has enjoyed tonight, 7 points.
It really is.
Good eye, Ken.
That's why he's the producer and we're just the talent sitting here on the beach. That is also why he's paying for dinner tonight, isn't it, Jim? Isn't that the way that works? The producer has to buy, right? Isn't that how that works?
That's the way I always understood it.
Give me that poo-poo platter then, please. We'll take it all.
Brits on serve out of the timeout. And another kill.
Yeah.
Chloe Weber again.
Well, they were running out of time here tonight. They needed to kick things in gear, and they are doing exactly that in set number 4.
Couldn't have picked a better time.
Boy, that's for sure.
Gotta get this set.
If you're just tuning in right now and they get that point to make it 21-12, it was 25-21 Alma in the first set. Brits come back 25-20 for set number 2, then 25-23 Alma goes up 2-1, and that's where we sit right now, but the Britons on top 21-12.
So 21-12, a nice 9-point edge. Ball handling error on the set, goes over the net and out.
You know, the only one problem that you have, points can change a lot faster, say, in this sport in volleyball than it can in any other sport that you're going to play. So 9 points or 8 points right now is not still a big enough cushion for you to let down.
Nice kill right there to take something off it. Once again, Sarah Marley using the smarts. Didn't go through the wall right there. Went soft cross court. Drops in for the point, 21-14. 21-15 on the service winner, and boy, that timeout worked wonders.
Yeah, it did.
And we get another timeout, this one for the Brits. And they're looking to put a stop to this run. Great response, a nice 3-0 run out of the timeout by the Scots, Jim.
Yeah, it has been. And I'll tell you what, again, in any other sport that you got, even in basketball, you can get a 9-0 run, 10-0 run, oftentimes that way. Not quite as easy to make up points in this degree in any other sport, whether it's football or baseball or anything else. But volleyball is the easiest sport, I think, to get those runs at times. All of a sudden, things just start falling. You start clicking. Passes start to work. Sets start to work. Hits start to go where they're supposed to go and where you want them to go. Every now and then one falls in, luckily, where it should, but it wasn't hit that way. And the next thing you know, that 9-point cushion that you had is a deadlock, and you're fighting for your life in set number 4.
A good adjustment coming out of that last time out by the Scots to put a nice 3-0 run together to close this gap. 21-12 at one point in this one. Brits only needed 4 points to take set number 4. Instead now, Scots on a nice run on serve coming out of the timeout. 3-point run to close the gap to 21-15. And they're looking to close that gap even farther on serve. Brits living on the edge on that 3-hit exchange. But a good dig. Offensive opportunity. That one drops in. Nice kill right there by Weber.
Seems like we have more Scots fans out there than we have Brits fans out here tonight, so we need to root every now and then too, Jim. You know what I mean? Go.
Yeah, it is the Britain Sports Network, after
It is.
all.
Go Brits. Here we go.
But we appreciate the Scots fans tuning in from all across the country.
We really do.
We appreciate that play, too.
We appreciate that play dramatically.
Chloe Weber once again from her favorite position in the middle.
Bang. Went just to the right of that double block that was right in front of her.
2 points to game now. But again, there's that 2-0 run where you hit the service error right into the net. Give them a point back. And as has happened a lot in this matchup tonight, they not only get the point off the service error, Scots usually also put a point or two together on a run. Instead, the Scots with a hitting error give that one right back. Make it 24-16 Brits on serve. Looking to close out set number 3 as Weber's sets back to put this one in play. Miss hit. That one's going to be caught up with at the end line. Good dig. Now it's a 50-50 matchup. Good block by the Brits. Tandem block gives you set number 3, 25-16. Great job by Hepner and Nicholson right there to close it out for the Brits.
Well, we set it up this way at the very beginning. We said this one could easily go 5, and we are now tied 2 each, heading towards that 5th set tonight at the Kresge Center, and the Britons with a nice job of battling back and winning that one. The most decisive win of the entire 4 sets so far, 25-16.
For real. You look at the statistics up on the screen right there. Again, still plus 11 in attacks for the Scots, 140-129. Kills the Brits with a decided 56-43 advantage. Attack errors, plus 14 for the Brits, 29 for the Scots, 15 for the Brits. Hitting percentage, all Albion, 3-1 on that one. 318 for the Brits, 100 for the Scots. Assists, the Brits up by 12. Service aces, 7 more for the Scots. Service errors, 10 more for the Brits. So that more than makes up for the hitting percentage discrepancy. But again, Jim, I go back to 318 to 100 and 56 kills to 43. Yeah. Shouldn't even be, it really shouldn't be set number 5 right now. The Brits, you know, they've shot themselves in the foot a few times with an opportunity to close it out.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, here's one I think I missed a while ago, Jim. You girls amaze me. I love watching your game from over 1,000 miles away from Kate Winters, Nana in Florida. How's that? I think I missed that one a little while ago as I go back through a couple of these emails that we have gotten tonight. I think I've covered all of them, but you still have time to let me know what you're thinking. Webcast at albion.edu. And it takes a little while. You know, the internet service down here in the Caribbean isn't quite what it is back in the States, but, you know.
Satellite to satellite
Yeah,
to satellite,
it's
finally
just-
to us.
Yeah,
And in the restaurant, I mean, it's
Yeah.
generally probably frowned upon
It really
that
is.
we even have our phones out.
You know,
But
but we're with Richer Productions, and, you know, he has ties on every continent. You know, that's
true.
a neat thing.
that's true.
And don't forget, we're going to be doing football hopefully Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock here on the same channel here on GoBrits.com as Adrian comes up to Albion, and hopefully we will get our chance to do our very first Albion football game of this season. Brits with a big win over Trine, which seems to be about a year and a half ago.
It does, right?
It does, man. It's been a long time. And we're looking forward to maybe to having a Sunday afternoon game this week. And then they'll have another week off if everything stands the way it is at this moment and end at Olivet in 2 weeks. And hopefully maybe in the middle we can sneak another contest in there. But with Kalamazoo and Alma both deciding not to play spring football here midway through the season, and with Hope already having pulled out at the very beginning, we're kind of running out of competitors in this MIAA football conference this year.
Yep, and the scrimmage just wouldn't be as fun.
Nope.
There's a tandem block right back for the Brits to get the front. It's a great start to set number 5. As Hepner and Nicholson send that one back. Brits now on serve, up 1-love. That one blocked out by the Brits, so the defense is there. That one unfortunately falls a little out of bounds as Novak gets credit for the kill.
Haley Novak is one of those seniors that really is appreciating being able to play, I'm sure.
So one apiece here in pivotal set number 5. It's all come down to this. I don't think fatigue is going to be a factor for these young ladies, though, despite wearing the masks the whole time. They've played enough ball at this point that something tells me they could probably play a best of 7 or a best of 9 and still be okay with it.
Sure. Let's play all night. That one never made it across the net.
Nope. Ball handling error by the Scots. Winter with the intimidating block going up, but didn't even really have to do anything on that one, as that one falls on same side. Good dig there. Setting up some offense. Winter, that one is blocked. That one stays in, though. So 2 apiece here in set number 5. Brits drop. Or, I'm sorry, Brits win the last set. The most dominating fashion of any of the 4 sets so far. But it's been otherwise a very evenly matched contest.
Well, and look where we're at right now. You know, 2-2.
Nice put away there by Shelby Palmer. Makes it 3-2 Brits. Brits on serve. They have to get this one across to the Scots. Coming from the far side for the kill right there.
Calvin has taken care of Trine tonight in 3-0. Kalamazoo and Olivet going into their 4th set right now as Kalamazoo up 2-1 as they open up set number 4 between the two of them. Hope has won 3-love over Adrian tonight. And then again, the great contest that we're bringing in right at this moment with Albion on top 4-2.
Another wall block right here. No answer here in set number 5. Defense is the name of the game as the Scots take a timeout. 5-2, Brits will be on serve. Second or third point so far, the defense has given the Brits here in set number 5.
Seems like the Brits maybe in the last game, the last set that we broadcast in set number 4, and then in this one as well,
seem like they've got a bit of an edge going right at this point in time. They had the best set that they've had all night long in set number 4. They're off to a good start right now. It does seem like they've hit a little bit of a momentum and a bit of their stride at this point. Things are working the way that they would hope to at the Kresge at this point in time. And, you know, again, I would hope that that's where it's going to go, and the Brits will win this thing 3-2 tonight. There you go, man. Jim and Jim sitting on the beach.
Life is good.
Yeah. Aloha to all of you that are out there. Or I'm not sure exactly what they say down here in the Caribbean. Probably that's why they've looked at me that funny the 3 or 4 times I've said that. Said, hey, don't you know where you're at? Yeah, I'm sorry. One beach is just like another beach.
How's
to
it
me,
going? Yeah.
You know?
Bonjour.
There you go.
Good deep serve, well received, coming out of the timeout. 5-2 Brits. Taking something off that kill, going over. Brits have an opportunity for offense here. Now opportunity for, well, both teams are really just kind of struggling to get any rhythm in their offense, but there's a good kill by Sarah Marley. Haven't called her name lately. She needs to reinsert herself into the attack game in order for the Scots to make up this difference, and she does so there to draw them closer, 3-5. Brits on serve, kill attempt, and an answer. Excellent job right there by the Brits. That's Chloe Weber. Gets the point right back, makes it 6-3 Brits on serve.
And, you know, if we've learned nothing else tonight, that we have learned that Sarah has come from the smarter and better-looking side of the Marley family. And that's always it's good to learn those things as you're doing these games.
I'll make sure I go tell the folks who are sports fans that I work with that we somehow inadvertently caused a rift in the Marley family calling Division III volleyball. Did not think that. I didn't have that on my bingo card.
I didn't either. I had not
going
at all.
into tonight.
And, you know, let's hope that they'll mend it by the time Christmas rolls
There's
around.
a long time between now and Christmas.
Yeah, that's all we can hope
Maybe
for.
Mother's Day. Mother's Day's a little closer.
That's always a good time to reunite. I agree.
Call a truce on Mother's Day.
Well, it's part of the email. It's right there. I can read it for you again if you'd like to hear it. But, you know, just hate to make you mad, Thunder Dan. But
I was going to say, or if you just want to privately give us Thunder Dan's email address, we'll just forward it. Something tells me that they've had that conversation before, though. It wouldn't be anything new for us to be sending it to you.
I don't think so.
Not for nothing, but this is what your brother said.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a 7-4 here in a very entertaining 5th and final set. That's blocked out of bounds. So the Brits, last game in this game, starting to create a little bit of separation. And we get a timeout on the floor. The Scots call this timeout.
Oh, look at that. We got the Go Brits. They brought the new banner out to behind us here at the restaurant. This is going to be our home. I think we'll do these from here forever, I believe. I think it's a good idea.
That's a pretty good menu.
Yeah,
and
it
you
is.
Get something, you can get something new every day.
You really can, you know. Although I do enjoy going to the ball games and getting something off the grill there. You know, that's always been one of my favorite things to grab a little lunch there at the stadium and get something right there off the grill and take it up in the press box and, you know, have a little lunch and everything. But the menu here is just spectacular, and now they've turned the lights out on us behind us, and we're just pretty much sitting in the dark.
Forgot to pay the bill.
Yeah, darn it.
It's all right.
Yeah. Oh well, I hope
we have the sun in our eyes.
Yeah,
still,
it is.
So thank goodness for or is it the moon?
Well, at this time, I think where we're located, it's the sun setting at this
We're
point.
in twilight. Yeah.
Yes, it's heading that direction.
We appreciate you having a little fun with us tonight.
Yeah. Well, you know, it is difficult. We love doing these games, and we appreciate the opportunity to do them. But without the sound of the gym, without all of the ambiance that goes with it, it does force you to do things that you normally wouldn't do necessarily on a Wednesday night at the Kresge Center.
Watch this heads-up play right here by Mariah Brenz. Again, almost going backwards, this time kind of sideways over the head right there. And a service ace in the deep corner.
Wow. Brits are rolling now.
Cameron Haley again. A nice 5-0 run. Makes it 10-4. Another deep serve. Trouble handling this one as well. But a block goes out of bounds, and the Scots recover nicely despite excellent serving that last exchange by Cameron Haley.
Killed by Libby Fisher on that, and I'll tell you, they're fighting. The Scots don't want this to end. The Brits need 5 more points to make it end.
They're going to call a hitting error right there on the Scots. That looked like that was news to the Scots, though. They looked like they were still ready to set up their offense.
And that had happened pre that, in fact, where we picked it up in the replay.
Yep. Block error by Parrott right there. That one goes off the net. We saw that happen a couple times in one of the recent broadcasts, one to each team. So the net wasn't playing favorites that night. Killed by Nicholson. Makes it 12-5. Chloe Weber still on serve.
Boy, this is the tough time if you're the Alma Scots. You really got to dig down deep here.
And a service error gives the ball right back to the Scots. Tough spot right there for a service error when you had all the momentum.
We'll do one last volleyball game next Friday night with Adrian, when Adrian comes into the Kresge Gymnasium, and we can't wait to do that one to wrap up our volleyball coverage this year. So if you've enjoyed the coverage, join us again next Friday night. So we're wrapping up what I expect to be a win here tonight for our Britons.
There's a block that goes out, and that point does go to the Albion Britons. Tandem block opportunity, but that one's hit wide. 13 serving 6. Nicholson gets credit for the kill. Brits now on serve. Good job taking something off that kill by the Scots. Good response right there.
Scott's not ready to give this one up, but I'll tell you, as we said, this can change quickly.
So Mackenzie Smith gets credit there. Makes it 7, serving 13. Scots still trail big, but they've been able to fight their way back into every set so far except for the 4th.
Getting the Brits kind of bunched up there just a little bit.
And bunched up to their detriment as that block goes cross court.
Sarah Marley again.
Kind of got caught peeking right there. Scott's looking to attack. And they get the point.
They're not done yet.
Nope. There's absolute steam on that kill. And they get a timeout by the Brits. They're still up 4, but like I felt last set, and I still feel this way now, no lead is safe.
Yeah, I agree. No lead is safe. You know what? I'll tell you, Kalamazoo tonight really did a pretty decent job with Hope as you look at those scores by sets. Look at this, 30-28 Hope, 25-15 Hope, 25-22 Hope. So they won in 3 sets, but as we said a couple times this evening, that that victory and that margin of victory can be a little deceiving at times.
Yeah, you look and you say, oh, they swept them in 3. Oh, no big deal.
Yeah.
But then you see that first set going 30-28. You wonder if if KZU had any set point opportunities there in set number 1.
You do wonder, no doubt. Trine beats Olivet tonight in 4. They lose the first one 25-21, and then they win the next 3, 25-15, 25-17, 25-14 to take that one over Olivet tonight by 3-1.
So the Scots on serve, trailing 9, serving 13. Offensive opportunity out of the timeout for the Brits. Unable to do much with it. There's a block out of bounds, tandem block attempt by Winter and Hepner. That one goes wide. Right into the Scots bench. That's a point for the Scots. Now 13-10 Albion. Serve goes long. That's a critical spot right there to be given a point back to the Brits.
Here we are. Yeah.
So 14-10 now Brits on serve as Boyd hits that one long. One of the rare service errors tonight. Point back. Excellent attack right there. Sarah Marley again.
Why does that not surprise us whatsoever, Jim, that the Scots are not going to give up easy?
Nope, and that you're going to be calling Marley's name again in a critical time.
Yes.
Hitting error. This one's going to the Scots, and my goodness, we have another nail biter on our hands.
Had the game winner in their hands right now, and all of a sudden now things are getting a little tight at the Kresge.
12 serving 14. Line drive serve. The Brits get the point. Is a big hit from the side. Shelby Palmer.
So Palmer with the set winner there for the Brits, and the game winner for the Brits, 15-12 tonight. What a contest we had. We advertised it that way. It came down to a 15-12 fifth set.
And obviously I had no way of knowing that was going to happen, but
Yeah.
it just, you throw the records out and you look at the two teams and you just had a feeling they were going to be very evenly matched, and tonight proved it.
You're psychic, Jimmy Bellamy. I'll tell you, that final match, the final set tonight, the Brits shot 333 to 292 for Alma. So that's how tight that was. Just 9 kills to 11. The Brits had 2 more kills than Alma did in that final set tonight. And there's the final numbers for this evening.
Plus 15 on assists. Service aces plus 6 for the Scots. Service errors minus 10 for the Brits. 14 service errors on the night. 9 receiving errors as well. So I think a lot of those came early, though, and that led to the 2-1 deficit. But a lot of heart showed by the Brit squad. Excellent way to close out and to win that final set 15-12. That's a great way to finish the night.
Yeah, no, it was a wonderful way to finish the night. As we said here a while ago, too, at the beginning, the Britons now go on the road for a couple of them. They'll go to St. Mary's and then Hope, and then they'll go to Trine, and we will wrap everything up basically with another game, another match, and it will be that Trine match that we'll get a chance to do here before everything is over and done with. And that should be a real good one that night, too, as you can see. Friday the 16th, a week from this Friday, we will have the Trine Britain's game right here on the Britain Sports Network to wrap up our volleyball coverage this year. And you can tell the tough way for the next 3 of them are going to be really hard ones. The next 4 of them really are going to be tough ones for the Lady Britons. As now we got the St. Mary's game that was canceled, so they will not play that one this Friday. And then they play Hope and a doubleheader back-to-back with Trine on a Wednesday and a Friday to wrap things up before the tournament starts in that following week.
Be very curious to see how they handle that one on the 14th at Trine, since that is not technically a conference matchup. You see if they go out guns a-blazing in that one, and or you see, basically it's a nice litmus test to see what you have when you go into that conference matchup at home at the Kresge coming up on that Friday night, the 16th. But is it going to be a fantastic matchup?
Yeah, it really is going to be that way. You know, you do have, as they picked them to begin with, you got Calvin and Hope on top, and then you have Trine and Albion right there in the middle, along with this Alma team that we saw tonight. And Alma gave us everything in the world that we could possibly want here this evening. A great game tonight, and you can see how everything's kind of holding true here tonight in the MIAA.
Yep. Calvin picked number 1, slight edge over Hope, and they are the number 1 team ranked in the top 15 in the country. And only 2 points in the preseason poll separated the Britons and the Scots, and really only a couple points separated the 2 teams on the scoreboard tonight. So it was a hard-fought 5-set matchup that the Brits end up pulling out. But for the Britain Sports Network, that was a pretty good way to end the contest.
That's the way we like it. It was always fun to talk to all you folks who emailed us in tonight. Good luck to the Alma Scots the rest of the way. Thank you for all your comments tonight. What a wonderful job the Scots did tonight. It was a very good contest, hard-fought battle tonight from the Kresge Center. But in the end, our Britons come out victorious tonight.
3-2 over the Scots. For Ken Reeker doing the producing and Jim Funderburg, I'm Jim Bellamy saying thanks to the folks at Albion College for their hospitality and providing the video feed, and thank you at home for watching and for choosing the Britain Sports Network. Have a great night, everybody. See you again soon.